destination.
VRified games.
So, you think you know all there is to know about Borderlands in VR, huh? You've played the official port of Borderlands 2. You've dabbled in Borderlands 3 with UEVR like our hapless heroes VRified games in the last video, huh? Well, you know Jack Diddley. Because now VRified games are making their way into the most non-violent entry of the series, the interactive new Tales from the Borderlands. Thanks to UEVR, they even managed to get this unplayed sucker in first-person perspective. Not too shabby, huh? Join them in this latest video as they make mind-numbingly bad decisions that affect the outcome and have very real and dire consequences. Watch as they explore the environments in first person and bumble about with the dreaded bane to all serious gamers out there, the damn QTEs. No guns, no explosions, but is it fun? Is it Borderlands? Well, it is different, I'll give it that. So what can one overweight, middle-aged, gray-haired man-child and his disembodied little head actually do in the world of Borderlands? Probably nothing good, so par for the course when it comes to Borderlands then, huh? Watch along for some gameplay. If you can call watching endless cutscenes gameplay and a tutorial. You didn't think we could get more Borderlands in VR, huh? Until now.
What's up, Octavio?
Oh, Nedster! School's out already? New Gorex, who it is?
Hey, y'all. Octopus.
Octavio.
What?
Octavio. His name's Octavio.
Octagon?
Shut up,
What
man.
the fuck, man?
Hey, Octavio. Yo, how's it going, man? From one social media influencer to another, I like to say hello. Yeah. So listen, man. Yeah, we've been playing Borderlands 3 in UEVR, having a great time. The mod by Tim Burton is fantastic. You can check the video link in the description. Go to Flat the VR Discord and get his mod.
Download the mod, man. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'd go on a limb and say it is the best experience with UEVR to date. But we done found something out.
Yeah, man, we found something out and it was very goddamn interesting. Apparently, new Tales from the Borderlands, not the original Tales from the Borderlands by Telltale Game Studios, was actually made in Unreal Engine. So that means we can get the UEVR up in this, and we can get yet another Borderlands title all up in the VR.
Yeah. Boy, that was a mouthful.
Man, what you had to say mouthful, man? I'm starving, man.
Yeah, I don't know, like it looked like a burger or something.
Hey, yo, Otto Octavius, is there anywhere to get some good food around here?
I love tacos.
Tacos?
They're portable,
Tacos?
they're festive.
Yeah,
Of course I'm in.
eat a taco.
Yeah, man, bend over, I'll eat your taco. Y'all mean?
Fuck off, Ed.
Yeah.
Okay, so Octavio, you want to meet us around the corner here and maybe we can actually play this title with UEVR? We can get this game in VR? Is that something you'd be willing to play with us?
What's up, Lil?
God, jeez.
Whoa. Sorry about that.
Jeez, you always sneak up on people and wear your shoes.
Yeah, sorry about that. We were just on the phone to you about the more Borderlands with UEVR.
Oh, right, yeah. Just don't go expecting high-octane action, RoboCop levels of shootouts, or blood and guts that would make Sam Raimi blush.
What do you mean? Isn't it just another run-of-the-mill Borderlands game?
Nah, man, this is like a Telltale game. But it wasn't made by Telltale, but it's a sequel to a Telltale game, Telltale's Tales from the Borderlands.
What?
This is new Tales from the Borderlands. Basically, it's like a choose-your-own adventure-style interactive movie
Oh, so
where your decisions have consequences.
there's no action at all?
There's QTEs. But,
So, no action at all.
there is a great, unique, feature-length Borderlands you can literally direct and take part
Okay,
in.
sounds cool.
Called to make a tutorial, man.
Alright, okay.
I find eating to be both barbarous and disgusting. I will wait there and dispense expired motor fluids.
I'm gonna go talk to Radon. Haven't seen that crazy son of a bitch in a while.
Are you playing one of those insipid interactive narrative video games?
No, this is my Ecodex 4520, parabolic homing origin netwave emitter, also known as Bahone.
What does a pahone do?
Everything! It's so much better than the standard Ecodex. I can communicate with my pals, take and scan images, play executable programs, watch the big game,
What is the big game?
whichever one is on. Anyway, the best thing about this, baby, is I had it jailbroken. Forget about your standard EchoNet. I'm coasting through the shadows. With these black market executables, I can gather all kinds of information about people without them noticing.
Who is them?
You know, corporations, man. Gatekeepers, suits, the squares. Those chumps can't box me in. I'm a disruptive entrepreneur. I use every competitive edge I can get.
Sounds complicated. I prefer the simple life of learning someone's name and then murdering them. If you're to have me socialize here, I suggest you do me a simple courtesy. Perform secret background bounty checks on all your friends, so I don't reflexively fire 2 ion slugs into their brains. Even Diamond Danielle might have aliases with bounties. It's still the same brain when I fire slugs into it.
What's up, player? Yeah. And living there talking here. Coming to you live with Daigo with VRified Games. How we doing, Daigo?
Hey, Ed, how's it going?
Yeah, it's alright. So, come on, man. What's this? What's up? Everything looks familiar. Yet, I've never played this game, I don't think.
Don't feel too bad, Ed. If Steam is anything to go by, this is the least played game in the Borderlands series.
Oh,
Yeah, which is kind of criminal because it's a pretty decent game. It's just not a traditional Borderlands game.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, and the backstory behind this is, well, it's kind of strange and convoluted. Now, I'm not going to go into the Borderlands series, as I've already done that in the previous video, Borderlands 3 UEVR. Check the link in the description if you want to check that out yourselves. But where new Tales from the Borderlands is concerned, yeah, it's a little strange.
I suppose a sniper turned thief would want to stay off grid. Wait, what's this? Another alias? 10-Pin Patty. She goes bowling under that name. Didn't see that coming. Outstanding bounties? None! Whew. But she's been caught smelling used bowling shoes. Oh, really didn't see that coming.
Okay, so basically, once upon a time there was this game studio called Telltale. Okay, now you may or may not know who they are, but they have some pretty big titles under the belt, such as The Walking Dead, the Batman series, Guardians of the Galaxy, Wolf Among Us, and Tales from the Borderlands. Now, what were they all about? Well, they were basically an interactive storytelling studio, for want of a better word. It's a genre all of its own. What I liken it to is those choose your own adventure style books from the 80s and 90s. You know, where you got like basically choices at the end of the page where you wanted to go, what you wanted to do, change the story and the outcome based on your choices. It's very much that. The choices come in the form of quick time events. Now, this is one of those coffee bovril situations where you either love it or you hate it. Quick time events, where you have to click a button or a series of buttons within an allotted time in order to progress a certain action. That's a QTE, or quick time event. Personally, I'm not a huge fan.
Louis engineering schematics. I feel like I'm looking at him naked.
You are.
But I am a huge fan of the game series that spawned them, that being Shenmue, but that's neither here nor there, that's a video for another time. Thank you, UEVR, we'll get to Shenmue eventually.
Bless you, man.
What?
Bless you, man. Shenmue, you sneezed, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks, man. So, the Telltale Studio was riding high in the success of all these IPs that it got under its belt, able to tell these interactive stories. They received a lot of accolades, a lot of critical acclaim.
Aw, Paco posted a photo of himself with his ratchets. They look cozy. Very cozy. I'm not sure this is 100% legal.
But sadly, the studio went bust for whatever reason. They folded. Now, and that left Gearbox in this weird situation where they wanted more Tales from the Borderlands. They really liked what happened there. But Telltale was gone. So basically, they took the formula of Telltale games and they went back and they used their own assets, they used their own engine. Well, they used the Unreal 4 engine, which is the engine they use. All their assets from the Borderlands games.
What the hell, man?
Hey! Careful, man! They haven't eaten yet, and you have an aroma.
Musk. I have a musk.
And they went ahead and they used the Telltale blueprint to create new Tales from the Borderlands. Now, sadly, this is not as well received as Tales from the Borderlands. And yes, it is lacking in places. Like, Telltale games have a degree of pedigree behind them, which it's hard to put your finger on, but you do know that something is missing when you're playing new Tales from the Borderlands. Now, that's not to say it's a bad game at all, because it isn't. It's a hell of a lot of fun. The acting is fantastic. The humor is on point with Borderlands. The visual aesthetic is exactly what you would expect. For all intents and purposes, this is an interactive movie set in the Borderlands universe, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. Now, for the UEVR implementation, yeah, I was extremely surprised to find that New Tales from the Borderlands was not made by Telltale, and I was equally surprised to find out that it was made on Unreal Engine 4, because that meant VR was theoretically possible. So, after playing quite possibly the greatest experience in UEVR to date, Borderlands 3, I had to have more. I had to have more Borderlands in VR. I just needed it. So we hopped on the bandwagon, so to speak, and we booted up Tales from the Borderlands in VR. Now, the game initially crashed. The reason behind that was temporal anti-aliasing. Turn that off in your options and it'll work fine. Now, I've heard some people say that the opening cinematic will cause a crash.
Dude spots so many bombs. So many bombs. Hey, it looks like he also bought a piano. That's cool. No, it's a bomb shaped like a piano.
You know, that's an easy fix. Just let that play out in flat screen and then inject the game once you're in the game proper. I haven't had that issue, but people have reported it. And yeah, once you're in game, everything is in stereoscopic 3D, 6 degrees of freedom. If you play the game right out the box, like without our profile, it will feel as though you're part of this interactive theater. Like, you're in the scene, you can walk around if you've got room skill and the space that allows it. You can walk around the scene, look around, all of that. Very, very immersive, and the game plays like you would expect it to. Very, very cool indeed. Now, us being us,
Yeah.
of course, we had to get a first-person camera in here, didn't we? So the game does have what I call an exploration camera, or exploration mode. Now, this is not the default. Basically, you're playing cutscene after cutscene, and every now and again you will have interactive sections that allow you to explore, that allow you to move your character around, pick up items, talk to NPCs, solve puzzles, etc. For these sections, we have implemented a first-person camera toggle. Now, you don't have to play with it if you don't want to. You can keep it in third person. It still works amazingly. But with our profile, we have it set up. You just press numpad 0 on your keyboard, and you'll be in first person, and vice versa. So yeah, if you like the aesthetic, if you like the humor, if you like the whole world, the whole universe of Borderlands, there is something here for you. Just don't go in here expecting a traditional first-person perspective shooter akin to the mainline Borderlands series. This is not that. It's very much a side story. It is very, very different in terms of gameplay style.
You sure I can't get you a taco?
No.
The over-the-top violence, gore, that's all toned down. Non-existent, I would say. But the humor, universe, the aesthetic, everything that makes Borderlands feel like Borderlands is present, apart from the gameplay. It's the weirdest thing, but hey, it's more Borderlands in VR, so we're not complaining.
A new joke I'm workshopping. You ever notice how fusion processes be sounding like this? While fission processes be sounding like this.
You've reached Danielle's Echo Mail. Please leave your name and message, and when I have a moment, I will track you down and shoot you. Thanks.
That's cold, Danny. Real cold. Just answer!
Has anyone ever told you how much of a dweebus you are?
Not in the last 30 seconds.
Taco! Get your hot, manly, hairy taco! Right here, boys. Taco! Hairy taco's here! Taco! Hey guys, how's it going? Cartoon Carl here.
Who? Cartoon Carlos. All right. Cool. So odd.
Back again with another tutorial. And a bunch of tacos, it seems. What can I do for you?
Daigo and Eds are hungry.
Hungry, huh?
And I love tacos.
Yeah, I know what you're hungry for. More Borderlands in VR, right?
So hey, I haven't seen your taco cart here before.
Nah, don't sweat it. I overheard you and Ed and Daigo chatting earlier on, so...
Yeah, they talk a big game. Using UEVR to get new tales from the Borderlands
I knew you'd be coming this way.
in VR. So, you're the guy, huh?
I got just a thing for you. How to get this game up in VR with an optional first-person toggle for the exploration sections of the game. Alright. Open up your Echo Decks. Okay. Passing the tutorial over to you now. Okay, so the link in the description you're gonna find the main profile. Go ahead and import that into UEVR.
I just hope they are not expecting a traditional first-person shooter here.
That's it. You're ready to play the game. And it'll be as though you're in 360-degree, fully stereoscopic, interactive theater. It's like you're right there in the scene. You can look around, interact. What's cool about these games is you interact with the story. It's up to you what kind of outcome you're going to receive. And yeah, that's pretty cool. But if you want the first-person perspective, we already have that dialed in. Just go ahead and hit numpad 0. Now, this camera is only for when you have control over the player model. There's various times in the game where you can walk around and freely explore. That is what this first-person perspective is for. You can now enjoy the exploration sections in first-person perspective. Or not, it's up to you. Alright, so there you guys go. See y'all in game.
What about the tacos essay?
Oh, alright, the hot, manly, hairy taco.
Yeah, loaded tacos.
Alright, I guess you can come around back and get that if you want.
Whoa, wow. I wasn't making a euphemism for anything, yikes.
So I guess we're gonna leave it there, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you've any thoughts, queries, any critiques, put them down below. If indeed there are any games you'd like us to look at VRifying in the future, put those down below and we will presumably get back to you eventually. You can also follow us on TikTok for our adventures over there, which are basically condensed versions of what we do over here. And yeah, follow us on all social medias. All links will be in the descriptions, and yeah, looking forward to seeing you there also. Alright, VRified Games out.
Juniper! You in there, girl? That's a solid maybe. But how am I gonna get you out of there?
If you wanted discretion, you shouldn't have hired an explosive expert.
Hate to disturb a business call, but...
Hold, please. This better be good.
Oh, it is. I need your talents to help me free Paco's Ratch. She's trapped behind a wall.
And this Ratch is my problem, why?
Well, it isn't. But you get to explode things, and Paco will owe you one.
Free tacos?
Free tacos.
Point to the problem.
Thanks, Radon.
Hello? Hello? Right. As I was saying, when you hire Radon, you better expect a spectacle.